where that vehicle is now. Is there anything opposite there?
Oh, I see a gap in the houses, yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to turn right.
And we're turning right at this crossroads. So, what are you going to do? Which mirrors?
Mirrors.
Good.
Signal.
Very good.
Position.
Very nice. Now, where are you looking? So, just come a little bit further forward. Come up, Tony. Yeah, come up until the white line. If you imagine that extending.
I can't see with your hand.
I'm sorry, I do apologise. If where that extension of that centre line comes out, you want that to cut into the car.
I just go forward. Can you just tell me when to stop?
I'll tell you when to stop. Yeah, you come forward and stop there.
All right.
So now, where does that line cut into the car?
Line?
If that was extended, that centre line over to your right.
All right.
Where would that cut into the car?
Just by the door mirror.
Right. That's the point you want to stop, which is the same point that you'll remember when you're sitting at an emerge, as to where the junction comes in, just under the door mirror, the white line.
Yeah, what's this point for?
This is so that the right point for turning right, so that you don't then cut the corner.
Oh, don't cut the corner.
Yes.
Okay, right. Yeah.
So now, where are you going to look now?
Ahead and right.
And what about this left-hand one?
All right.
Do you remember we were going to have a look down there as well to make sure there's nothing pulling out that would encroach? So, down to the right.
Yeah.
And ahead.
Yeah.
And to the left.
Yeah.
Happy that everything. Do the looking then.
Yeah.
And forward.
I don't even know what I'm looking in here for, really.
Okay, well, you're looking down here for any cars that may be coming out. Somebody may be wanting to turn right here that would cause you a problem.
All right.
And pedestrians.
Oh,
pedestrians around as well. Yeah, there may be pedestrians crossing.
So if there's pedestrians wouldn't cross at a crossroads, would they?
They may well do. Yeah, that's a good place for them to cross. So if they are crossing, if there was someone stood there, there's no one coming at the moment. If there was someone stood there now, what would you look at? What would you be looking for, Tony?
Oh, make eye contact with them.
Yeah, and you're looking at their body language to see what?
Let's see what they're going to do.
Yeah, and if they've got a foot in the road starting to cross, what would you do?
I'd probably wait here.
Yeah, so you're going to give way to them, let them have priority on the road.
Yeah.
And if they are there and you're already waiting here like we are now,
yeah,
would you beckon them across to get them to get across quickly?
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't. Never ever beckon them. Okay, and in no circumstances do you ever beckon someone across, because that way you're taking responsibility for their safety on the road, because you're saying, go on, it's safe to go. And other road vehicles, other road vehicles may crash into them, run them over, because they don't know that you've beckoned them across. Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
So, good. Right, so have a good look. Where are you going to look now?
Ahead.
Yep.
And there.
And... You keep forgetting this one, don't you?
Yeah.
So
there's nobody there.
Ahead, right and left, all clear. Yeah. So now you can go round the corner.
Oh.
Keep looking the direction you're going. Very nice. Good. And new road.
Oh, new mirrors, yeah.
New mirrors. What are we looking for that?
What's followed me and what's overtaken.
Good. And why? What's the consequences if somebody overtook you?
They'd be alongside me and they'd probably hit an oncoming car, wouldn't they?
Yeah. They could. Or might swerve into you.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And we're going to turn right.
And turning right at the end, please.
It's a funny place to park a tree, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? So, road on the right, anything opposite, Tony?
No.
No crossroads here.
Tree that's fallen down.
Yeah, lots of trees falling down, isn't there? What about the road sign you can see ahead? What does that tell you?
Oh, it's a cross.
Yeah, that's a crossroads.
At those crossroads, we're going to be turning right.
And we're turning right at that crossroads, please. So as you come up to it, we are the major road, we're the priority, so we're turning right. So, what are you going to do?
Mirrors.
Which mirrors? No, we're turning right.
Sorry,
good.
Yeah.
And signal.
Oh, signal.
Position in the road. And that's good. Where are you going to look?
I'm looking there.
And there.
Ahead.
And there. All three.
I can go in front of him, can
Yes, you can. So how did you make that decision to go in front of him?
He flashed his lights.
He did flash his lights, yeah, which is... what should you do if somebody flashes their lights? Is that an acceptable
wave
means
at
of... Yes, that's probably right. What is he doing by flashing his lights? What does the highway code say?
Well, I find they confuse me. They think they're helping me, but they're...
Yeah, because really it's just flashing your lights is supposed to be to let other road users know of your presence.
And turning right.
And we're going to turn right here, please. So, what could you then do, having seen him flash his lights? What else are you looking for?
I've got to make sure it's safe. And
Yes.
Yeah, Fred said I've got to carry the can if it goes wrong.
Yep. And so by doing that, we were watching him. He was slowing down quite clearly. And what routine would you have used then to make sure you had time to get round?
Ah, if I could walk across.
Yep. Very good. So road on the left here, anything opposite there?
No, lamppost.
Yeah, no crossroads there then. So you tell me when you see a crossroads, Tony.
I see a road on the right.
Yep.
Nothing on the left.
Good.
I see a road on the left. I
Yes.
see a car coming out. Look.
There is.
Ah, he's going to cross. That's a crossroads, isn't it?
Very good.
That's
Absolutely.
clever, that, isn't it?
And we're going straight on. So what are you going to do?
Check my mirror.
Okay. And
Oh, scan.
that's it. Very good. Scanning through the front window so that you can keep your progress, and it tells you of any danger that's ahead of you. Really
And
nice.
we're going to turn right.
And turning right at the end, please. So what have we got here?
Oh, crossroads.
Yep.
Oh, is that a funny angle, isn't it?
It is slightly staggered.
Oh.
So are you going to treat it as a normal crossroads still?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay. So your positioning there is just a little bit far forward. You're just ahead of that line. So let's move on so that we're not blocking the road, Tony. When
Oh, my
you're...
reference point's in the right place there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Okay. It looks... yeah, all right then. Can you think of a danger of being too far over while we're here? There's nothing behind us at the moment.
It, couldn't I?
Yeah. Or what might it do to vehicles coming along here?
Make them swerve.
Yeah. Okay. And that's what we're trying to avoid. But you're on your reference point. Okay. So where are you going to look now?
Oh, right and left.
And what about these guys opposite? This is a very good example here.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, have a look into that road there as well. So we're looking right,
well,
straight on,
yeah,
and
we're
left.
both going the same way.
Okay. So
Should I wave her out?
he's waiting. No, don't wave. It's the same as beckoning someone. So when you think it's safe now, they're staying there. You carry on. Good idea to make eye contact with them, just to make sure that's what they're doing. Round you go.
Yeah, but how did I know that she wasn't going to go in front of me?
Well, because you were both waiting, you make eye contact.
Yeah.
And look at the body language of their vehicle, and to see if they've started moving.
If she starts moving, what would I do?
You would give them priority
Oh,
because
right.
they're already on the junction then.
Turning right.
And turning right.
Oh, so she let me go because I moved first?
Yes.
Oh, no, I get it, yeah. If she had been going left
Yes.
and I was making the right-hand turn,
Yeah.
would that be her priority?
It would be her priority initially, unless you've already started to move, and then that gives you priority because you're on the junction already.
Yeah, turning right.
And take the next right, please. There's a really nice positioning there as to where you stopped to turn, which is the same as on the crossroads there.
All right.
So, what can you see ahead?
Oh, see giveaway lines on the road opposite. It's
Okay.
crossroads, isn't it?
Okay, good.
And we're going to turn left.
And we're turning left here, Tony. So what are you going to do? Which mirrors? Yep. And signal, good. And so where are you going to be looking?
Right and left.
And what about this one over here? So as you do it, look right, straight, left, straight, right. If you use that to sweep round...
Yeah, there's nobody coming
what's-
out of them roads opposite, though, is there?
But there could be. And so what's the importance of looking across there at that road?
Well, we're looking for cars.
Yep, cars or pedestrians, perhaps.
Oh.
We talked about pedestrians before. They could still be there, or they might be coming across here.
Oh, right.
So you're looking for
Yeah.
bikes, cyclists, pedestrians, anybody on any of these
right,
roads. Okay, so just have a look right again,
Yeah,
and straight over,
over.
and left,
Left.
straight, right,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
just looking at this pedestrian here as well.
Sure.
Well done. She did kind of come up there a bit quickly, but you did the right thing to wait and just make body contact. Sorry, eye contact to look for her body language. Oh, okay. Now, the reason that happened, that you just swung in a little bit on the exit of that junction, we're taking next left, is because you changed gear whilst you were turning. So you took your hand off of the steering wheel.
Oh.
The best thing to do is keep both hands on the steering wheel until you complete the turn, and then you can change gear. Okay? I'll show you on this one.
I didn't hit anything.
I'm sorry?
I didn't hit anything, did I?
You didn't hit anything, no, but we did swerve a bit. So let me show you on this one where I'd like you to...
Yeah, swerving a bit. It's not that important, is it?
Well, it is, because you might have mounted the curb with a pedestrian,
just
and
out of
why...
roll, just out of roll. If I don't get the consequences.
Yeah, you're going to get... Yeah, I got you.
Now turning left.
So turning left here. So as we do it here now, Tony, when you pull out, let me tell you when to change gear.
Oh.
And then you can keep both hands on the steering wheel to keep full control of the car. Why may that be a problem if you don't?
It swerves a bit.
It swerves a bit and you may mount the curb, you may hit a pedestrian.
Oh, is that the reason why?
So keep both hands on the wheel as you come round, straighten the car up. Now you can go for the gear change. New road, new mirrors, very good.
And turning left.
And turning left here, please. Very good, just stand in the road while you're having your car looked at. Okay. So what have you got ahead now, Tony?
Oh, Crossroads.
Okay. And we are going straight on. Sorry, straight on. So mirrors. Oh, okay. Just slow the car down, right down to 5 miles an hour, and stop at your normal reference point here, please. So just while we're here, Tony, on the way down, you had the clutch in, and you were coasting.
All right.
So what's the consequences of coasting? Do you remember? Did Fred tell you about
Fred
it?
said something about engine acceleration.
It's engine braking.
Engine braking.
Engine
all right.
braking. Okay, so it means then you arrive at the junction a little bit too quickly, which is what we did then. Okay, so what would that cause potentially as you come up to it a little bit quickly?
I had to brake a lot harder, didn't I?
You had to brake harder, which means you may end up in the road a little bit too much. So when you put the clutch in, you must let it out again. If you're putting it into change gear, clutch back out again. You don't want to be going along and keeping the
I didn't
clutch
change gear
in. No, so in which case it was just going in a little bit early. And what we'll do on the next junction, I'll tell you when to put the clutch in. Okay? So now we're here at the Crossroads. Where are you going to look?
Right.
Yes? And
Extra road ahead.
there we go.
Yeah.
And did you notice that car that pulled out of there? So we said last time we've never seen cars pulling out of there. So
Left.
they do. And left. And where else now?
Yeah, I noticed on that last one where we were turning left,
Yes.
I never saw that pedestrian.
You never saw the pedestrian
Yeah.
because you hadn't looked left before you went? Is that why?
I was looking that way as I went.
Okay.
I nearly ran her over, didn't I?
Which we were going left, you must look in the direction you're going. Yes, absolutely right. So here, for example, we're going straight over.
Yeah, because that frightened the life out of me.
Did it?
Yeah.
Well, it's but you're right. You did see her. So don't. Yeah, it's important to look in the direction you're going
Yeah.
as you go. As you go.
Yeah.
And why would that be?
Well, if I kill somebody, I'm going to feel really
Yeah,
guilty. aren't I?
that was a very good example of that, wasn't it? So if you're looking that way to see if it's still clear and you pull round, and there's a pedestrian there, so you
I should
must
be-
do your looks and your checks, and then when you're happy that it's clear, it's safe to go, then look in the direction you're going to go.
Oh, right. It's like riding my bike, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So now we're going straight over. So because we've been here a while, just do your checks again now.
All right. Right.
Yep.
Ahead.
Very good.
Left.
Yep.
Ahead. Right.
That's good. And then looking in the direction you're going.
Oh, in the direction I'm going. Sorry.
That's
yeah.
it. What if there was another pedestrian coming across there?
Yeah, yeah. Don't remind me of that. I'm having nightmares tonight.
And new road, new mirrors. Thank you.
end right.
And at the end of the road, we're going to turn right, please, Tony. Lots of pedestrians around now.
Hmm.
So would you beckon any of those across if they were...
No, you said it was dangerous, didn't you?
Good. So then, what can you see ahead of you now?
Crossroads, turning right.
And we're turning right at the crossroads. So, what mirrors are you going to use? Very good. And just don't... I'll tell you when to put the clutch in.
Oh, right.
Clutch in now. So, my apologies. I was a bit late on that, Tony. I should have told you that as we came up to it.
I coast again then.
You did coast again. Let me do it on the next one for you to tell you. I'm sorry. So here, now, crossroads, we're turning right.
Oh,
so
yeah.
where are you going to look?
Right.
And?
Opposite.
Yes.
Left.
Yes.
Opposite.
Yeah.
Right.
And what else are we looking for?
Sorry?
What else are we looking for apart from cars?
Bikes, pedestrians.
Yep, loads of pedestrians around at the
Mobility
moment. Good
scooters.
example of that. Pardon?
Mobility scooters.
Yes, exactly. Absolutely anything. Even pink elephants. Keep looking in the direction
right.
you're going. Remember, these pedestrians could have
Oh,
pulled
yeah,
out then.
yeah,
Pulled
yeah,
out,
yeah.
walked out, I'm sorry. And that's much better on your gear changing. You finish the manoeuvre before you change gear. New road, new mirrors. What's that for?
Yeah, that's right. I'll see you crossroads.
Okay, crossroads ahead, good.
Mirrors.
What are you going to do? Mirrors, good. And scanning the junction. Just don't need to put the clutch in at all there because we're going straight on. So don't coast. Let the clutch right back out and just drive normally. So we need to control that left foot a bit, don't we?
And we're going to turn right.
And turning right at the roundabout, please.
I seem to be struggling with this coasting. Are you going to get...
You do. What I'm going to do
Can you help me with that?
is when we come up to the next one, I'll
Yeah.
tell you when to put the clutch in.
Oh, right.
And I know I told you I would do that last time, and then I told you after you'd done it. I'm sorry. So we will do that.
And turning right, please.
And take the next right. So let me tell you on this one when to put the clutch in, Tony. Don't put it in until I tell you so.
I seem to be okay on these. It's just on the crossroads I seem to get...
But this is exactly the same as a crossroads, except with the addition of the other exits.
Yeah, it might look like that way to you, but to me it's
Okay. All right, we'll do it on the crossroads.
it's an uphill battle.
That's a fair point. So this man is determined to make our life difficult. Okay, so we have a crossroads ahead of us now.
Yeah.
So don't put the clutch in until I tell you to do so.
Oh, okay.
So still do your MSPSL.
Yeah.
Good. And don't put the clutch in yet. And then now.
All right.
Do you see how you got the engine braking coming up to
Yeah.
it? Now what you have done is stopped a little short of the junction. So you can still go to your normal reference point. So are you in first gear? Put it in first gear. Just come forward to your normal
Oh,
reference
right,
point.
yeah.
There.
Yeah.
So still use those reference
Yeah.
points as you come up to it.
Yeah.
We're going straight across.
Yeah.
Have a look now. Where are you going to tell me where you're going to look?
Right.
And
Opposite.
yep,
Left.
yep,
Opposite.
yep.
Right.
Okay. And how are you going to decide if there was a car
Yeah.
coming from this way now?
Yeah.
Whereabouts? How would you make a decision as to if it's safe to go?
I'll walk across and walk back again.
No, it's just walk across because you're crossing the path of
Oh,
the
right,
vehicles
yeah.
from both sides. And the other thing, as we've come up here, just look at your road positioning at the moment, is you could have helped yourself out. What can you see ahead of you?
The back end of two vehicles.
Okay, parked cars.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to move out around those. So you could have actually moved over a little bit on the way up to this junction.
okay.
So look well ahead
Yeah.
as to where you're going to go with your positioning.
Okay.
All right? So just have a look again now before we move off. Have a look at your
Right.
junction. Yep,
Ahead.
yep,
Left. Ahead. Right.
good. And then look in the direction you're
Oh,
going.
Yeah. Pedestrian.
What about if that lady had come back that caught us there last time? And what's the reason for that? Why must you look in the direction you're going?
This is on to run somebody over.
Yep.
And we're going to turn right.
And turning right at the end, please. And turning right. 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 And turning So clutch again, don't put it in till I tell you.
Oh, I'm okay, the emerges.
You are actually
Yeah.
on, yeah. And then you tell me when you can see a crossroads.
Oh, I saw a car go past
Yeah.
there and I see a road opposite, turning
Okay,
left.
and we're turning left here. So what are you going to do as you come up to it? Yep, very good.
Put the clutch down.
No, don't put your clutch down
no,
until I
not
tell
yet.
you. And now.
Yeah.
Had you put it down when you were saying, or you were telling
No.
me when you were going to do it?
So I was telling you when I was going to do it.
I'm sorry, okay, I jumped in a bit on that. So where are you looking now?
Right,
And-
opposite, left,
Brilliant.
opposite, right.
Yep,
I would look in the direction I'm going in it.
that's it. Why are you doing that?
Pedestrian crossing. Right,
There is,
as well,
exactly.
isn't
Yep. And new roads, new mirrors, very good. That was really nicely done, that one. So I'm not going to tell you when to put the clutch down this time. What can you see ahead there?
it? Sorry?
What can you see ahead?
Oh, I see entrance.
Yeah. Anything on the other side?
No.
No, good.
And we're going to turn left.
And turning left at the lights, please. So this is a form of crossroads here.
Oh, is this Crossroads?
Yeah. Which could be now controlled by lights.
God, this one looks complicated.
But what will the lights tell you?
Can we swap seats and you do this?
No, no, no. You'll be absolutely fine. What will the lights tell you?
What will they tell me?
lights. Yeah.
They talk, did they?
No. What will they indicate to you?
Oh, red or green.
Yeah. And so when they go to green,
Oh, I can just go.
yeah, you can go
You didn't look and do I?
if it's safe to do so.
Oh, does that
So
mean I
you
still have to look
Keep looking. Yeah. Just have a scan round.
round?
And remember, you're looking for the people opposite as well. That's it.
Why
Very
am I
nice.
scanning if I'm on a green light?
Because in that instance, there are people coming from the other direction still. So they may have turned across ahead of you. So it's always worth looking. And what about emergency services? Can they cross on a red light?
Oh, you normally hear them.
You can normally hear them,
Yeah.
but it's worth just having a look
Yeah,
as
but
well.
nobody's going to, you know, apart from a police car or an ambulance, nobody's going to jump a red.
But what if somebody does jump it? Or it may have just turned to amber for them, and they're
But they
in a
should
bit of-
stop.
They should stop. You're absolutely right, but they don't always.
Oh.
So just be aware of that. That's why you're scanning. You've got to take into account other people's misdemeanours.
Oh, a bit like a taxi driver just pulls straight in front of me.
Yes. So what about here? There's roads here. Oh no, it's not. I'm sorry, it's a church entrance. Oh, there was a road.
That's a cemetery.
Yeah.
It's handy if you go wrong there, you don't have
Yeah,
you
I'm
don't have far
sorry
to
for
go.
So with these junctions, anything you can see on the other side of them? Keep looking ahead. So if you see a crossroads,
I'm getting pretty good at recognising them now. It's
Yeah.
really helpful, isn't it?
good.
And if we stop on the left just between these two cars.
So if you pull in between the two parked cars on the left here, just mind the entrance there.
Right, out of roll, I'll reverse it back myself, okay?
Okay.
How'd I do?
Right. So how do you feel with that, Tony?
I was very nervous to begin with.
Yep.